Welcome back to the motherfucking podcast, guys.
I just kind of like let you do it now. After we clap, I'm like,
I don't know what the fuck's gonna come out.
Yeah, just like, oh, okay, here goes Lacey. Yeah, hi guys, welcome back. How we doing today? How's everybody feeling out there?
Stressed.
Yeah. I mean, the past week has been an emotional, fucking insane experience for me.
I feel like the past maybe 3 months now has just been like, what? Can I please just like slow down? Can I have a second?
Yeah, especially because I've gotten Lacey to experience what my life like is here in Denver, and she cannot keep up.
I really don't know how your body is allowing you to work at this level. I don't know how it keeps going. I don't know how it lets you do that.
I'm doing shit from the second I wake up until late at night, and this goes into this whole. I am a yes person. I will do whatever it is with people. I just want all these experiences. If someone tells me, they're like, you probably shouldn't date this person, or you probably shouldn't do this or that, I'm like, I'm probably gonna just do it anyway, because I want to feel and experience everything at the end of the day. Like, I'm just like, I want to know everything. So like with you've gotten in here, and like on just on Sunday we woke up and had a photo shoot, and then another photo shoot.
Well, no, I flew in, got here like 1 a.m. and then Saturday shot a wedding with you all day. Yeah. And then we got to your apartment at 11 and we were like, oh, we still have to prepare for our photo shoots.
And we were going to go out.
Yeah.
And I would have. But
so then go to bed maybe again 1 a.m., wake up at 7, now you can take it away.
No. We did a photo shoot, and then we did another photo shoot, and then we went to a show in Boulder, and then we went out to dinner and drinks with everybody that played, and then I went out again, and you stayed in, and you were just like, how the fuck? And I was like, this is every day. I think also there's so much to do in Denver.
To me, like the days like that, I'm like, okay, maybe once a week, even maybe twice, or like every other week, but every day.
I mean, that was a big day, but I am.
But like, even yesterday was another one of those big days.
What did we do yesterday?
We worked all day. You had a photo shoot at 4.
That's standard. What we did yesterday, that is so standard.
Well, I get working, but then you had a photo shoot at 4, and then we rushed to dinner, and then we went to another show, and I was just like, all right.
And then we went out. Yeah. Oh my God. I know. So yeah, I'm a yes person, and I feel like there's so many things that have happened for me, like within the past year, honestly my whole life, but like really the past year, that if I wouldn't have said yes to it, nothing would happen for me. Yeah. If I sat the fuck at home in a new city and didn't do anything, like, no. Yeah. So I say, and my friends now know that I'm so much of a yes person that if I say no to something, I legitimately have to, and I don't want to, but like I have to, and it's just yeah.
But it is cool to say yes to things, because like yes leads to more than saying no would. You meet people, you gain experience, knowledge. Like yes does so much, but also like saying yes to things can be scary, because change is scary. But it's also, we were talking about this week in the car. I mean, I'm 24, Steph's 30, and relatively young in the scheme of life. I think I don't know how long I'm gonna live, but it's cool to see and reflect on the things that have circled back into our lives from like things that we said yes to a couple years ago. If that thing never happened, say like 3 years ago, this wouldn't be happening now. Like I wouldn't have met this person, we wouldn't have gone here, this wouldn't have happened. Like it's so cool to see things like move in circular motion. Right. And I know that's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger the older we get. It's like, oh, like this is why that happened. This is why I met that person. This is why I did this. Even though I didn't understand why I was doing it in the moment or why it was happening for me in the moment, now it makes sense.
Right. Yeah. And that kind of ties into like, even with our guest today, because we said, we went to a birthday party. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And, we just met this girl and she's amazing. Her name is Hannah. And, it can be nerve-wracking to go to a birthday party here where you only know like 2 people at the party. But she said she was having it at a strip club, and we were like on a Tuesday, and we've never been to a strip club, and we were like, or was it it doesn't matter. Anyway, we went to it was a Tuesday, and we were like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna say yes. And we went, and it was one of the coolest nights of my life. And from saying yes to that, we brought on 2 new guest ideas. And like for today's guest, we bring in Logann, who we flew in from Austin because she was a bookkeeper for 2 years for a Dallas strip club. And let me just read you her job description, because like it's kind of crazy to me. Okay. So she would work the entire night shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. She did all of the HR, hiring and firing. She adjusted the books throughout the night to keep the activity in the club. She kept track of the dancers, paying their club fees, did all the check-ins, checkouts for the wait staff. She just made sure every person in the club was doing their job and paying the club enough money, and the owners were getting paid. Like, I just feel like no one thinks about that. No one thinks about the bookkeeper of like stuff like that. They think about the managers of the men running
or
it,
the dancers.
But like as far as like management, they don't think about that back end. So she had so many interesting stories, and I'm just like, we wouldn't have even think to have brought her on if we wouldn't have said yes that night. And I'm just like, that's where I'm at every night. I want to immerse myself in this city with people, anything. Immerse.
What a cool word.
Right.
I'm having a moment with that word.
I'm seeing that. Yeah.
Immerse.
But yeah, so that's kind of like, I'm glad you're getting the Denver nightlife with me.
I know. I'm like shocked. I'm like, I don't know.
You kill it here. Last night was pretty interesting.
Okay. All right. Do you want to give me that? I can give that story. I was just sitting there by myself. Like we were out with friends. Stephanie was like talking to her friends. I was just sitting, enjoying the little funk music. And
we went to jazz night.
It is so cool. I really did enjoy that because funk music isn't typically big in LA, or I just don't know the pockets where it is. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
The pocket.
And it's just so cool to see people so passionate about music.
Yeah.
Like I really do love that. Like even the viewers, the players, because you could switch, like anybody could go play basically,
right,
which I thought was really cool. So I'm just sitting there, and this boy just starts talking to me, and I was like, I'll talk to a boy. And it was a good conversation. But like when you can feel someone wanting to kiss you.
Yeah.
I just was not ready for that. Like, I could feel it. Like I could feel his directness, and I was just like trying to like back up in a way.
You were against the wall.
I was against the wall. Okay, and
it was too late before I noticed.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna call an Uber, and I like grab my phone, and he grabs my face and kisses me, and like I wasn't like super opposed to it. I just wasn't prepared and really wanting that to happen. I don't know. I didn't really want to kiss.
Looked good though.
Could have been better. And then he was trying to get me to go home with him, and I was like, boy, we got boundaries.
That's so
I was like
bold though.
Right. I was like, I don't want to do that.
But if you were into him, maybe
I just am not in that phase of my life where I want to go home with guys when I first meet them. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no. I don't know if I've,
because it's like what that means, and it's just like I don't want to. I'm not interested in that.
I'm like, have I ever done that?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm like,
I just have so many like protective layers on me now.
I've never just like, well, I feel like if I did that, I would have to be just like really drunk at a place, and I'll get drunk, but I can hold it together no matter what, and it's never like that.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay. Well, just trying to.
It was an experience. Look like saying yes did.
I'm like low key trying to get Lacey to move out to Denver. So I'm like, what if I like paid that guy to like come like wooze you, and it was a flop, and now I gotta find like a really.
You gotta find someone older.
I know, it's a joke. Trust me, I know. Yours would be like an owner of like anyway. It'd be some important fucker.
Important fucker.
Oh my god, that was intense. That was an accent. Holy shit. Okay, anyway. Okay. Can I say it again? Say it again. don't know if I can. Important fucker. Literally, I hate every second that's happening right now. Anyway. Okay.
That's an important.
Okay, we're done. We're taking up so much time. Okay. Anyways, should we vent? Should we vent right now? Should we vent about anything that's going on in our lives?
If that would make you feel better.
Maybe we won't.
Next episode.
But anyway, well, to tie it back in, we bring on Logann, and she's so awesome. Like this interview was super entertaining and interesting, and we learned a lot. I had no idea about the inner workings of strip clubs, and I don't think you guys do either. Yeah, you really don't think you know. So yeah, but
we got to learn about some pimps.
To start, yeah.
There's a lot.
But okay, guys, I guess let's kind of jump into it.
Just jump on in.
Oop. Okay. Well, here we go. Wow. You usually say, okay, bye.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
Hello. Today we have on Logann.
Hi.
Who we thought... I got mixed up and thought she was a strip club owner, but it's even honestly cooler because you did all of the... Actually, you tell us.
So
who you are.
My title was Cash Cage. It's not actually a position that every club has.
Cash Cage?
Cash Cage.
Huh, what a name.
So I ran a safe of at least $40,000 every night in the club for a 12-hour shift.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did the financial side of a strip club, basically.
Okay.
I did all of the money. I did all of the waitress check-in, check-outs. Like if you work at a restaurant, at the end of the night, you bring out back all your money, all that. You give all the bartenders money. The dancers would come back and exchange their ones for big bills. I had the safe. I had all of the money. If you wanted cash in the club, I had it, and I was the only person who had it.
Wait, so, and this was a strip club in Dallas, right?
In Dallas, yeah.
Oh
so there's 3 strip club hubs in the United States. There's Vegas, there's Miami, and there's Dallas.
Dallas is a strip club hub?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas.
Lacey's been doing that a lot lately. I don't know why. I think it's a Drake lyric. Probably.
Anyways.
Yeah, wait. So, okay. Backtrack. Tell us how, like, as far as, like, who you are, like, how did you get into this?
My mom.
What? What? Wait.
My mom has worked in strip clubs my whole life. She's been a waitress in strip clubs like my whole childhood. She used to make so much money at Penthouse in Dallas, which is like a legendary club in Dallas.
What a baddie.
Yes.
What makes it legendary? What do we...
Famous people would go there. My mom's best friend met John Cena and went on a few dates with him because he was in the club, and she was Cash Cage, so she did my job.
Your mom did?
No, her best friend Courtney.
Okay.
And she went on a few dates with John Cena. She had no idea who this man was, and she was like, "I've never gone on a date with somebody who could eat that much." They would go on like 2-hour-long dates, and she had no idea who this man was, and he would just eat while she talked about how she had no idea who he was.
She had no idea who
John Cena.
Imagine going on a date with a celebrity and like having no idea that they were a celebrity.
In like 2005 too, so like in the whole like
I love that.
See me like
yeah,
in the height of it all, had no idea who this man was.
I love that for her.
So your mom got you into working in strip clubs?
Yes. So my whole
mom.
life I wasn't allowed to work in a strip club. I had to like ask, and my mom would look at me and she'd be like, "Have you ever met a pimp?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so. I'm 18."
Yeah. What?
And she's like, "Then you can't work in a strip club." But
wait, so you have to meet a pimp first?
that was our rule, I guess. I don't really know. My mom's a weirdo.
I love her.
I love her.
I'm so confused.
We love her. So I moved to Dallas, and Courtney, the old Cash Cage girl, she is the house mom at the club now. So she works in the dressing room with all the dancers. She keeps track of their money and makes sure that they go home safe every night.
There's a house mom?
Yes, at every club. They're great. They're fabulous. They have deodorant. They have all the things.
So that's
you
like
need,
a requirement and everything for a club to have like a house mom.
I don't know if it's a requirement because it's not even really like a payroll job. You just get paid in tips to work back there. Like the girls tip you all night.
Wow.
But you have a house mom.
The girls tip.
Everybody in the club. The dancers tip everybody in the club.
Wow.
Even the bartenders?
Yes.
Wait,
Wow.
wouldn't they tip?
Isn't that just like maybe like the culture? Like, you know, I give, you give, maybe?
Yes. I think it's personally, I think it's kind of unfair that they have to tip. They have to tip the managers.
Why
have
are
to
they
tip me.
tipping?
They tip everybody.
They have to? Or is it just like a...
It's frowned upon to not to.
Oh,
Why
interesting.
wouldn't everybody be tipping them? They're bringing people in.
Well, they're the ones making the most money. I don't know.
They're the ones working hardest for the money, but management absolutely makes the most money in the club.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Just by doing nothing.
That's the
They
pyramid.
sell you air.
wow.
They sell you air.
So wait, your mom got you into working at this?
Yes. So Courtney, the house mom, she texted me when I moved to Dallas, and she was like, "We're hiring a cash cage girl. You have to be really responsible. You're not allowed to drink. Everybody in the club drinks. Like you are responsible for a lot of money, and I think you'd be really good for the job." And I was working at like Red Lobster, and she was like, "You can make like $30 an hour here." And I
How
was
old
like,
were you?
I was 22.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like super young, but I didn't drink at the time. So I was like, I don't drink. Like I would be great for this job. And I go in on my first night, and she was like, "You're just going to sit through the shift and see if you like it. It's a 12-hour shift. I understand it's super long."
12 hours.
12 hours.
We were in that one strip club for like 4 and it felt like nothing.
That's true. It's like a little Vegas, like,
It's just
time
like dark
hole.
in there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, anyway. Okay.
So I sat in on the shift, and I got to the end of the shift, and she made $400 in tips that night.
Who did?
The girl I was shadowing to see if I would like the position.
Oh.
She made
And she wasn't even a dancer.
No. You just sit in an office all night in the air conditioning.
What?
You just sit there?
You just
And
sit
you get
there.
tipped? I don't really like that. But I don't know why. I mean, but okay, are they not getting, why are the strippers doing that?
The strippers and the waitresses tipped my position because
Why?
I mean, like I did all the tip share.
I get you.
exchanged all the money.
But like
So-
management?
Well, management would have their favorite girls that they would put in rooms. So if you bought a room from a manager and a bottle, you would put girls in there because they would get bought off the floor, and they'd get like $1,000 to $2,000 just for sitting in your room for the rest of the night.
Oh, so they're like helping you get
Yeah.
more. Oh, okay.
So everybody like pays off
Yeah.
everybody in a certain
I help
way.
you.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks. It's just
Yeah.
thanks.
that makes more sense.
Individual managers, so like if you sold a bottle to somebody, you get a 10% commission on that bottle for however much you sold it
Wow,
for. There's not a
wow,
set
wow,
price
wow.
for any bottles in the strip club. There's a set minimum.
What's the minimum?
Most of the time it's like $100 bottle, and it is like a low grade bottle, but like the most expensive bottle of champagne, they can sell it to you for $2,500, or if it's a really slow night and we need to make sales, we could sell it to you for
$1,000?
$800.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
$2,500 or $800. Like
Okay, 2,500 is
For, like-
2,500.
yeah.
Okay, and then go 800. Okay, cool.
Depending
We're
on the
gonna, like,
night
do
that you're
math,
in there, and if you like haggle with the manager you're trying to buy the bottle from, you can absolutely get the price down.
Oh,
Wow.
good to know. Everybody out there, there's ways to get the price down.
Wait, so back to how you ended up in this realm of life. She got tipped like $400.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll absolutely. When can I start?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just sit back there and do paperwork all night. You talk to the girls. You get to talk to everybody in the club because everybody comes to your office.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool night. Like I met so many people that I would never have spoken to in my life.
Yeah, I bet.
So
Yeah.
fucking badass. Well, then how'd your mom feel about that?
Courtney had to ask my mom's permission before offering me the job. So like she knew I was getting offered the job, and she was like, all right, I guess you work in the strip club now. But my mom's best friend worked there. My mom's manager from the strip club she used to work at, he works there still.
Wow.
He's my favorite.
So your mom didn't work there while you worked there?
No, she lives far away, but she was cool with it. I mean, I worked in the back, my clothes were on, like she was not tripping out. I didn't talk to men. I rarely went on the floor.
Wow.
I hated the floor
Why'd you hate the floor?
because I hate men. There were some super cool people there who like are not who I'm talking about, but like strip club clientele. I'm just like, all right.
You would have loved us. We were whenever we went to the for the first time ever last week, and we were like front and fucking center. There was no one there. We ordered fries and sat at the right where they were, and we were just like,
nobody else was out there. They were all in their little tables.
I was like,
and
do
I was
y'all
like,
see this?
Right.
Like,
and they look amazing.
Yeah, our jaws were like
the whole night.
And also we got to talk to them. I feel like, you know, in a way the girls felt safe with us.
Yeah, they were loving it. Yeah, that was amazing.
I'm tired of having to talk to men.
Yeah,
they're like, so how's your day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
they were
God,
like giving us like they were like giving us like workout tips and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Wait, so how did your dad feel about it?
Same thing. Yeah, I mean, he was with my mom the whole time that she worked in the clubs too, so he just, I mean, he understood. And
Wow.
My dad would lose his fucking mind.
Fucking
He would
mind.
be like so like he would just be like, meh. But I mean, it goes on top of everything else, I guess. So,
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's cool. Your family was cool with that.
Yeah. So cool.
I grew up around it. It was hard to not be. I was old enough, so, and I wasn't a dancer. And even if my mom always told me if I wanted to be a dancer, that's fine. But she would sit in the front row with quarters and make it hail.
Oh wow. Your mom is so dope.
Oh, we love her.
Wow.
I'm so excited to listen to this. She's been talking about it for weeks.
Oh, good.
She always says she could write a book, and she really could. She has the coolest stories.
Well, I guess like who makes the most in a strip club?
The general manager of that club makes the most in the club. So the management absolutely makes the most money, unless some girl like makes it big and some guy just writes her off a bunch of money. But that's not normally how it happens. Normally there's more than one girl in the room and everybody shares a little bit, but the management makes the most money for sure.
Wow. So like what's an average like what's an average like thing like a night that a stripper would go home with?
On like a Friday, Saturday, they could go home with anywhere. If it's slow, it's obvious they're not going to make that much money. But most girls would go home with at least $1,000.
Damn.
Wow.
On a Friday, Saturday.
At least
$1,000. If you're working the whole shift and you have to not have to pay the club a bunch of fees, you can make a bunch of money.
Do you get paid? Do the strippers get paid hourly as well, or just in tips?
They're contract employees, so they don't make hourly wages. They do make tips. They are taking care of their own taxes, so everything they make they take home that night, except for their club fees, their tips to management, their tips to bar, their tips to whoever took care of them that night. But everything else is theirs.
Okay. So you never considered being a stripper yourself?
I feel like I'm hot enough. But like, no, I don't have the personality. Like I like to talk to people, but like, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, it's something else. It's a
Don't
whole
touch
other type
me.
of like energy. I was like, I could do this and I would look good, but it's the whole like getting me up there and then what? you know, it's like I have to.
You don't even make money on the stage. Like that's not
Really?
even.
I
that's
thought
not
so
even-
much money.
You make money on the stage,
Okay.
but that's not where the
Money.
chunk of your money comes from.
Where does
dances and private rooms? So dances are minimum $20 a dance. It's one song. You make $20 in 3 minutes. So. So if you are like turning
What
out
about
dances,
private stuff?
private rooms, you can charge whatever you want. They have to play the club for the room, and most of the
strippers
time,
do?
no. The clientele has to pay the club for the room, and then you can charge however much you want an hour to be in that room. If they like you and they want to get a room, you negotiate your rate.
What goes on in the room? What goes on in the room?
What goes on in the room?
Is it filmed?
So there are cameras. Our club had cameras. There was one booth that was not seen by cameras. It was the back left booth. You paid a lot of money to go in there, like a lot of money to go in there. If you got that booth, it's because the cameras couldn't see you and things were going down.
Wow!
Tea!
Damn, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
So like
The girls like want to do that?
Most of the girls who were included in that room knew what goes down in that room. They were either all about it or drunk enough to be all about it at that point, which like who can blame
it's a lot
them?
of money.
It's
like
a lot of money to pass up. So like you can't even blame
Like what?
like what's
like you could make $500 an hour in that room minimum at least.
Yeah, wow.
And most of the time you don't rent rooms for an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. And like, so at that point, if you're buying a girl for a room, you have to pay to get her off stage for the rest of the night.
Wow.
You have to pay her hourly rate. You have to pay the club to have those girls back there. You're paying management. You're paying for the room. So you're paying a lot of money to be in the back left room. And just by itself.
And this is like normal for all strip clubs? For most?
I can't really speak on all strip clubs. I've only worked in 3. So, I mean, the Rick's that I worked in, there was a back booth that like there were curtains around all of that room. So I have no idea what happened in there. But I think that most big clubs that is a thing that
because I really just thought there was a pole and there was a stage.
We didn't really experience. We didn't get a lap dance, which I regret.
You should definitely get a lap dance. It's an experience, and then you're like, wow, maybe I can't be a stripper.
Yeah, I know. We were close with them. We were tired, and the fries were setting in. But
yeah.
Wait. So how long did you? I guess bookkeeper is like the official title. Like, how long did you do that?
I was there for 2 years.
2 years. Okay. So like, what was your day to day?
I would get in, I would balance the shift from the safe from day shift. I would make the drawers for the bartenders. I would set up for my night shift. So I would get everything ready. And then after night shift hit, I hired dancers. I did HR paperwork. I kept the safe balanced throughout the night, just like keeping it clean, wrapping up money. Dancers would come in all night long with just like buckets and dump them on my desk. And that's basically why they would tip me, is because they could either clean up their money and count it and wrap it and have me give them $100 bills, or they could dump buckets on my desk and I would organize it and count it for them. And they'd come back and I'd have an envelope with their cash in it.
And you didn't have any experience prior to this?
No.
And they were just like, hey, here.
No, I had been nothing but a waitress and a nanny before this.
Wow.
I mean, I worked at like Payless.
Did you ever get was there ever like robberies?
I never had a robbery. So we're the cash cage technically, because every club who has this position has like an iron cage around the office that you're supposed to work in, but they never built mine. So I'm literally just at a desk. And yeah, but I'm in like, you have to go through a maze to get like find my office even. I only ever like maybe 2 times in the 2 years I worked there had a customer accidentally walk into my office. And they're just wasted and looking for the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not anybody who had any malintent. They were just drunk as fuck looking for the bathroom.
Well, so then so what made you want to leave this?
Oh, I got fired.
Oh, but why?
Honestly, it just happens. Like, you get fired. Everybody gets fired. You can always get your job back.
Is that just the culture of it?
Yeah.
Like, why?
I have no idea. But we saw the same management through and through so many times. They just got fired and rehired and fired and rehired, because just like, why does it even matter? We would even have, which is just like sad, but the like waitress and dance managers especially would have a lot of like sexual harassment cases against them. And we had 4 clubs. So we would just send those managers over to another club.
Oh.
To
Wait,
get rid of them.
So the managers have sexual assault. Wait, repeat that?
Like a few times, like the waitresses.
To the girls or the waitresses?
It was the one that in my club that was like the worst was the waitress manager, and girls would come back and be like, he unzipped my corset. He like upstairs in one of the private rooms. I was like, what are you doing? And because they all get so drunk.
The waitresses?
The managers.
Oh,
Wow.
the managers.
Yeah, they just party with all these customers, so they get so drunk.
So the managers are different than the owners.
Yes.
Okay.
The managers are like glorified bouncers who sell bottles in suits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they look really nice.
And they would usually have like sexual assault stuff on them?
just harassment from the employees.
Oh my God.
And we would just boot them over to other clubs.
So did you only do the bookkeeping for 1 or 4 clubs?
Just the one club.
Okay.
It was just the one club. We had a corporate building, and my manager was the manager of all 4 clubs. And so I just reported to her.
Okay. Damn.
That was
Did anything ever like actually get taken care of when stuff like that happened? Or they just literally were just like, oh, you can go to the next one?
No, it never got taken care of.
Wow.
I know, it's so sad. They literally, we like opened a club in Philly and they sent him there, and then he didn't want to live in Philly anymore, so he came back and worked at a club in Fort Worth. Yeah, they just bouncing back and forth. It's really sad.
Oh my God. Well, whenever you were younger, like what kind of career did you see yourself in, and then versus like where you were at that time?
Honestly, I never really knew what like career. My major is business marketing. So like,
so it's kind of like, I mean,
it's a business career. It is a business. You are doing office work. So like,
okay.
I was human resources as a branch of my title.
I feel like that kind of like, it's like low key, all of that. Like it's kind of perfect in a sense. Like, did you feel like a badass saying that you worked at a strip club?
Absolutely.
I would.
I work at a strip club.
Not even did I work at a strip club, I managed a strip club.
Yeah.
Angry girls would come in and be like, I want to change in this much money. And I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have that much money in the safe. And be like, I want to talk to a manager.
I am the manager.
I am a manager.
How many managers are typically there, or like how many managers are there, I guess?
So there's the GM, there is the assistant GM.
Okay.
There is the dance manager, the waitress manager, and then there's normally like 3 to 4 floor guys. And so like 7 to 9 on any given night.
Fuck.
What was the like work environment like? Because strip clubs, there's a lot of alcohol involved, the like sexiness is involved. What was that environment like?
I was really where everybody came to complain.
Okay.
Everyone would come and sit in my office and complain, but
you couldn't even do anything about that, could you?
I couldn't do anything about it. I was basically like the middle ground between the waitresses and the managers, because most of the managers were men. We had one female manager. She was amazing.
Yeah, because there's never female managers, right?
No. I mean, I feel like almost every club has a token female manager now, but she was awesome. But I was kind of like the liaison between the bar staff and the management, because they didn't really feel like they could talk to management.
Right.
So I was where everybody came to complain.
Okay.
Which was really nice. I don't know. I'm a Libra, so I'm a very good mediator between the two. So I think I did it perfectly. But it was
my rising is a Libra.
Oh,
and I never hear about Libras. I never like. It's always.
I don't know,
you know what I mean? Like,
but now I do.
What? So what birthday? When is your birthday?
October 19th.
Okay.
Ah.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, so Pinto's a Libra.
Pinto's our dog.
Yeah. I was so excited to meet him.
He's down the hall because it's too much.
It's doing on here.
Everything would fall. Well, what was your what was your relationship with the girls?
I'm still friends with most of the waitresses that I worked with. They're great. I really enjoyed everyone.
What about like the dancers and stuff? Like, I mean, did you ever have any issues, or like was drama? Like,
I mean, so I had girls who never even came into my office because they would count their own money. They'd go to their bank. Like, a lot of girls didn't even know I was an option because it's not a position that's in every club. So, but the ones that I did have a relationship with, they loved me. They taped me go to every night. They were so excited to see me. They loved me. I still talk to a lot of the dancers as well. I had one who, she was bilingual, and we had a bunch of Cuban girls.
Wow.
And they didn't speak any English, but they'd come into my office while she was in there, and she would tell them to tip me. I'm like, yes.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Wait, so I guess is there like a strip club reality show? I feel like it would be lit.
There should be.
Like, yeah. How is that not a thing?
Because there's so much illegal activity that goes on behind the scenes.
Like what? Or could you even
like the booth that had no cameras?
I mean, like, it's sex work. There's sex work that happens in there.
Wow.
They negotiate their own rates. They negotiate what they're willing to do. Like, they have full autonomy over like what they do in the club. And if you have a good relationship with the management, you can do whatever you want.
So the managers don't mind, even though it's
like a don't ask, don't tell situation. But if they do have like clients who are looking for girls who want to do things that they're not supposed to, there's a market for that, because there are girls there who actually would like to do what they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
it's a thing. It's not that they have to push that on those girls in there who don't want to do that.
Yeah.
There is somebody in the club who will do it for you.
Right.
Wow. So, like, do you think the overall environment for the girls was prioritized, or it's just kind of...
No.
Damn.
No, but I don't think that there was a lot of forcing girls to do things. It's not that they care if you won't. If you will, come get in this room and make some money.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Because I'm always just like, well, I know that this is such a male-dominated industry, and then I also know that it's like, I mean, yeah, like it is like sex work. So I just never. I'm like, do the nicer strip clubs really make it to where the girls want to come in and like they're like exact? Because the girls that we saw, they seemed like they were having a blast.
Yeah.
I think that they love their jobs most of the time.
Yeah.
There are girls who have pimps and they like are forced to go to work and. Like,
wait, you can have,
Wait,
what?
explain the pimp thing.
Wait,
like, we're
What?
forced
I mean,
to go to
like-
work by their pimp?
I mean,
Question
like,
mark? Repeat that?
they're most of the time boyfriends or financial advisors. There's nobody walking around in like big purple suits with a cane and a hat anymore, and there should be.
Pimp daddy.
But like there are girls with pimps who they go to work, they make money, they bring their pimps back their money, their pimps give them money to get their nails done and all this stuff, but it's their money that they made at work. We had a girl who, we had multiple girls. Draymond, the guy who used to be my mom's manager, he would let girls live with him after they left their pimp.
Wait, okay, so in my head, pimp almost sounds scary. Is this like a sugar daddy?
No.
Wait,
What's the difference?
thought-
They're like forcing them to do the things?
Yes.
So, but I thought a pimp would be outside of work, not at a
It
strip
is
club.
outside of work, but their pimp makes them come to work and make money. They have to bring home money.
Do they want to be with the pimp?
Most
What
of
is
the
the
time
benefit of a
not.
How do you...
There isn't one.
Well, I'm just...
What do they think it is?
Their
What-
financial advisor, they're getting them out of their situation and bringing them up and helping them make. I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I'm like, how do these girls get into these...
Pimp situation.
Pimp situation. Yeah, I'm like, I was about to say
They're just
relationships.
convinced that they need him.
Oh, so the pimps might be master manipulators.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So so say I just don't understand. Like I guess I would understand if they were if you needed a pimp outside of work and like they were getting you money outside of or jobs outside of work, but then to go into your own work that they didn't get you is where I'm confused.
They're just probably encouraging them to, hey, make more money.
You have to bring home enough money at the end of the night.
How much money do you think?
I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it's probably not a lot. They're not very smart men.
Oh my god.
Oh my. I don't like that one.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
I guess I just didn't realize that.
How
that
did
was a thing.
I mean, do you
Are
know of
pimps
any
still a
girls?
thing?
Wait, what'd you ask?
Are pimps still a thing?
Yeah. The girls from Cuba, I know a lot of that is they go to Cuba. They offer these girls to go and make their family a lot of money. They have passports. They bring them over. And then these men tell these girls that the airport kept their passport and they can't go home until a certain day. But all of the Cuban girls are so happy. I would like to say that. They really do enjoy,
But
they
they were
enjoy being,
tricked.
they were definitely tricked to be here, but they enjoy where they're at. They enjoy all of their friends. They bring in the new girls. The new girls get along with everybody. Everybody's happy. They're always on like FaceTime with their families in Cuba. So like they're happy, but those are definitely pimps that bring those girls in.
Oh, at least they're happy, but I'm getting major slave vibes almost.
It's
Or
weird.
I don't know.
not slave.
I don't know if this word. I don't know if this word applies, but trafficking.
Okay.
I think it might.
Yeah. I'm like slave. I don't know, but like trafficking, yeah. But
Yeah.
also, yes.
And that's I mean, I don't know what happens like sexually, but like
I don't know.
I didn't know that. That's
But
crazy.
yeah, there's some like shady stuff that happens underneath the.
how do these girls get out of those situations, or do they want to?
I don't even know if the Cuban girls do want to. They seem to really enjoy what they make. a lot of money. They're hustlers.
Damn.
Praying for y'all.
They're happy.
But if they're like super happy, then like
I'm
also
friends with them on Facebook.
But this goes back into like what I've said a million times. Yes, you're happy, but is that just because you don't know anything else?
Yeah. Is it a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, well, this is my reality now.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, that's how we've been discussing like with religion. It's just like, are you just happy because you don't know what else is there? Like, that's kind of crazy. Well, damn. Okay. Well, okay. So wait. So did you have like ground rules or certain rules for like the girls to uphold to kind of keep the,
or were there any ground rules or criteria?
Yeah, to kind of keep everything healthy internally.
I mean, there weren't any ground rules size wise, but if the district manager came in and saw somebody on stage that he personally didn't like, because we tried to hire, our dance manager was amazing. We tried to hire based on everybody has a different type. Everybody's body type is somebody on the floor's type, and they're not always here to see stick thin girls. And my dance manager was amazing about that. He hired all different kinds of body types. It was really all about like, do you have a pretty face or not? Like, and he was great about it. But if our district manager came in and saw somebody on the stage that he did not like, they no longer worked there.
Damn.
Wow.
So like, it was healthy in a sense depending on who was in the building that day. But outfit wise, you had to wear legal panties, so you had to wear a second pair of underwear under your stripper outfit. And then you had to have 4-inch heels on, and you could never take your shoes off or you could get a prostitution charge.
Wait, that's like a law? Like, what are the rules around prostitution? You have to have heels on?
Yeah. So that was
if
just
you
in
don't,
Dallas.
then you're a prostitute?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. What an interesting law.
There was like a bunch of really weird stuff because the governor or the mayor of Dallas's wife caught him in a strip club and she made him pass a bunch of really weird laws. I don't even know what happened. So like the laws in Dallas and Fort Worth, we had clubs in both towns, were so wildly different.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like crazy different.
So Dallas was like grittier?
Strict.
Oh, strict.
Yeah.
And then Fort Worth was
dirty.
Like, so in Dallas, you could be topless but no bottoms off?
We had two. We had a cabaret and a BYOB. The BYOB, they're not allowed to sell alcohol, obviously, and that's
But
fully
they can
nude.
Okay.
You can bring your own beer?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's
And
interesting.
you can be fully nude. You don't have to be. I didn't know that until I got into the club.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to take your bottoms off. So that's cool because who wants to do that?
Yeah.
But and then the cabaret is just topless. You have to have 2 sets of bottoms on.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Damn.
yeah. So they're...
I'm just like, for the bottoms one, like I'm like, what? Like I was watching the girls like topless. I'm like, this is fine. Like, if you take off anything else, I don't know. But I mean, I'm also not
Also,
a guy,
like, I really do like the way that underwear shapes your body.
Yeah,
I do
it's
too.
fun.
Like,
Yeah, it like sits on your hips. It like gives some like good shape there.
Yes.
Anyways.
The guys are like, don't fucking care, I guess. That's so
Or
crazy.
like take it off.
Were you ever a part of the auditioning process? Did you get to see any of that?
We didn't actually do auditions at my club. We did at the club that I waitressed at, and that was really fun because a lot of girls would come in and they were awesome on the pole. And they would just like, when you audition, like you go full out and they would just go off. And I just sit at the back of the club. I'm like, yes, sister. Like,
Isn't it mesmerizing?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. But we didn't have an audition process really. You would just get dressed.
Wait, so what was the process of like hiring a stripper then?
You would come in, you'd talk to our dance manager. He would ask if you had ever danced before, and then he'd bring you back to me. I'd do your paperwork. I'd do your background checks. I'd make sure you hadn't had any prostitution on your record in 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So like they wouldn't see them dance prior?
No, dancing isn't really...
What if they were
awkward? But it is important.
Yeah, we went to the strip club and like everyone was great except one girl,
Bless
and we
her
felt
heart.
so uncomfortable.
Like bless her heart.
And we felt bad.
We were like, okay,
I felt like I needed to leave.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. I'd never seen anything like that.
Yeah. I was like,
so that's why I'm like, is dancing not super important?
When we're done, I need you to reenact what she did.
Oh, I can't wait. I have to get on my hands and knees.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really bad. I still think about those moments.
it's like I'm thinking of a praying mantis right now.
Oh my god! Let's just draw praying mantis as a stripper. Anyway, so then they just got up there. What if they were like bad?
I mean,
but then your manager would come in and be like, nope.
Yeah, but if you're bad, you just walk around the pole for a whole song. Like,
okay,
if you can't do anything, you just do that, and then you're like, this is my move.
Okay.
Like, there's like a 4-set move that you can go to in your head where this is going to look good and I'm not going to look crazy, and I only have to do this for a 6-stage rotation and then I am out of here.
Oh, so how long do strippers typically work?
So you have to work a full, there are time zones. So you can come in early, you don't have to pay anything. You can get off at 10 to midnight. If you come in before another time, you pay $10. You can stay until 2, or you have to pay to get off.
Wait, you pay to come into work and then you pay to leave early?
Yes. It is a stage rental fee.
I guess that's kind of like how hairdressers have to rent
I understand
a seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, wow.
Yeah, you're like renting your stage. Most girls don't even want to be on the stage, but you rent your stage. It's your stage rental fee, and then
They don't want to be on the stage?
you don't make the most money on the stage.
Oh.
You really don't.
I thought, again,
I mean, I lost $100 that night, so I was like, y'all are killing it. But I guess that, and we were the only ones up there. So.
yeah.
You make your money in private rooms. You have to sit down to talk to a guy to get him in a private room most of the time. So you don't want to waste your time on stage. You want to find your guy with a Rolex and sit down and put your fangs in. Like,
Oh, wow. I could never.
This is so strategic. I mean,
would
they're
be
like,
hi.
they're like almost like little sexy sales reps.
absolutely.
You know, like they know like how to spot people and know what to say. Wow.
I feel like you would be great at this.
Really?
I think once I got the hang of it, I could put my type 3 into it and be like, let's go.
I absolutely would be great
You'd
at
be like,
this.
yeah, no, you'd be a little fairy. Yeah, dude, you'd be so cute.
There would be nights where I'd be nervous, but honestly, like the power of a wig, the wig gives you the permission to be someone else.
Oh, I could wear a wig.
Absolutely.
I feel like this would kill it though.
Well, I know what I'm saying, but like, I feel like personally, if I had a wig on, it would give me this new persona.
Yeah,
and
like a
almost like
pink
this
one or
mental
something.
permission to just like be someone else.
Yes. What would y'all's dancer names be?
Crystal Chandelier.
Oh my god.
What?
And on main stage we have Crystal Chandelier.
Oh my god! Wow, I really I do want to practice. Anyway, I don't know what my dance name would be.
I used to have a list. So girls would come in and we can only have one of every name, and everybody wants to be like Crystal.
Yeah.
But you can only have one. So I had a list of dancer names so that if you didn't know what you wanted to be, you could look down my list. And
What do I look like? What do we look like?
Yeah.
you could definitely be like a Trixie
Oh,
or
shit,
like
I kinda like that.
right? Like just something
Wow.
cute. Or like a Vivian if you wanted to be like sultry.
Oh,
Vivian, you have to come in with like a red wig or something.
yeah. I don't really fuck with V's.
No.
V's are like you. Okay,
You
if
have
your name is Victoria, I feel like you can't be like sweet. You have to be like Victoria.
It's like this like powerful name.
It's just like you have to be like. You have to have some attitude or something. And I don't even know that many. I know a couple, but I'm like, you have to be like this darker energy. But like,
Okay.
not in a bad way, but like this like. Oh my God. Anyway, okay, wait. What are some other ones? What about me?
I could see you being like a Gwen.
Gwen.
Like
damn.
like Gwendolyn.
Wow. Gwendolyn,
Like
okay.
something cute.
Okay, damn, I kind of like that.
Gwenny Poo.
Damn. I'm Gwen.
There's a lot of girls who would come in with just like these out there names and nobody knew what they were saying over the microphone, and guys would come up to the DJ booth and be like, I want this girl, and they're like, I don't see her on the
So they would
clock
never use their
tonight."
real names.
Most girls didn't.
Okay. I feel like, okay. Damn.
It is also, again, like giving yourself permission to be somebody else out there. Like, so accepting a whole new identity and also not being stalked online.
Right. Oh my gosh. Well, did you guys ever have any like male strippers or anything like that?
No, we were an all female strip club. It was not like that. We had this one, we had a bar back who was gay, and he would dance for customers sometimes because they loved him. We loved him.
Nice.
Yeah, he was awesome. He made a ton of money in the clubs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, are male strip clubs like that?
They're mostly like Magic Mike sideshows. I've been to a few.
Yeah.
They're not really like you get a lap dance.
What?
You can
They're
maybe get a
more.
blowy in the back. Like, no, they're just like,
I mean, all of WeHo has like dancers, but it's not strip club. Like, it's like an actual
go-go's.
club, you know, and they're just dancing on the side. And it's not like typically a place. I mean, I've been to these like maybe once or twice, but it's not like the vibe of a.
I guess, yeah, if I like went to a male strip club.
girls don't really pay for sex.
Yeah.
It's also just,
yeah. But also Drake's one of like a line in Drake's saying was that that he should be paid for sex because he's so good at it. And I was like, what a little twist. And I was like, honestly, after all the bad sex that I've had recently, I'm like, I would consider it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, if a guy's that good and he's that confident, okay. You know
Like,
what I mean?
let me decide if I'm going to pay you afterwards. I'm not going to do
There
that.
is that. There is that. But I guess with male strippers, if I walked in, I'm like, I would almost assume like, and maybe this is a bad assumption, but I would be like, oh wait, are they not even straight? And then that would kind of take away like of the. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, my only perception for the most part is WeHo, which is their gay bars.
Okay, yeah.
So, but like the Magic Mike people, I feel like I know some of those, they're straight.
Okay.
So
okay.
The one male strip club in Dallas, you actually can't even go in alone as a man. You have to go in with women because it's not a gay bar and they don't want to be associated with gay bars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Libera in Dallas, if you're a man, you can't go in alone. But that's the same as
I don't like that.
in women's strip clubs. As a woman, they can tell you that you can't come in because you could be going in there as a prostitute to take the clientele out.
Wait, what?
That is the logic behind that. Most of the time, our door girls are told not to let in single women. Y'all were together and don't look like an act. Like y'all are gonna go in there and try and take people out. But our door girls were told to, I guess, be wary of single women.
So what would a prostitute would come in and try to talk to the girls to get?
Not the girls, the guys.
Oh.
They don't want them to take the customers out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Well then, okay, so would this be would strip clubs be considered a shady business?
Yes.
How'd you deal with all that?
I mean, like, on the dancer side, it's not really that shady. On the club's side, it is shady.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I think that the dancers deserve every dollar that they get, for sure. Like, no matter how y'all get it, if you talk it out of somebody, you worked for that. But the club side is definitely shady. Like the bottle thing. You can sell the same bottle for $2,500 one night and sell it for $8 the next night just because, like, why not?
People really buy a $2,500 bottle of champagne.
Absolutely.
The clubs in LA are the prices of alcohol and bottles in LA at a well-known club. They're actually insane. Like,
yes,
$20,000.
You get a table with the bottle, but like that doesn't make it worth it.
I hate tables.
I was like, that's where, I mean, they had a table at the thing and I was like, nope. You want to be front and fucking center. I guess so. If there's like so much money involved, you said like you handle like $40,000 a night minimum, right?
Yeah.
So there has to be some weird shit that goes on.
So much.
What's like some stories that you can talk about?
So I wasn't even here this night, but it affected me for the next 8 months. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story. So
let's dive in.
So there's this stuff called Funny Money. You run it to the club, which is Dallas Food and Beverage. So it's not a strip club charge on your card that your wife is going to see. So you can buy Funny Money from the club in any amount. And we
what does
print
it show
out
up as?
Dallas Food and Beverage.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah. When I
so
used to sell wine, things would show up differently than what the name was.
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're just under LLCs and they show up as that. So you can buy any amount of money. We print you out this Monopoly money that has barcodes and I scan it all night long. And so you can do that and you can buy the club out after hours. What? If you have enough money, you can pay us to stay open and we'll sell, quote unquote, we'll sell you non-alcoholic champagne and you can keep the club open. It may or may not be alcoholic champagne. But so you can keep the club open however long you want. This dude showed up and these girls just got their hooks in this man. One of the waitresses called her friends to bring drugs. They like got this man so fucked up, like just so bad. There are videos of him just like stumbling through the club on the cameras, all this stuff. He kept the club open until like 9 a.m. It's an hourly charge depending on how much they negotiated with him. They kept the club open until like 9 a.m. There's like 6 dancers in the room with just him. He doesn't have any friends. He has the waitress and her dealer. And I guess he knew the waitress, so he was there partying with her. The waitress and the girl who brought all the drugs. And
the girl that brought all the drugs was just a friend. It wasn't a dancer.
No, she didn't work in the club. She comes back to be important. Don't forget about her.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened this night, but there's video of him walking into the dressing room and there's video of him walking out, but there's no cameras in the dressing room. So we don't have any footage of him signing his check. And that's where he got us because they charged this man $500,000 that night in drinks, rooms, funny money, crazy amounts of money. Like this man spent $500,000 at the club that night. And we don't have any footage of him signing his check. So the girl who brought the drugs, I guess, got mad at the waitress and told this man to charge back his card for all of that money. And we as the club have already paid out, I don't want to say not even half of it because I got cut off. I was no longer allowed to give girls from that group money from their funny money that they made that night.
Wait, I'm still okay. So so he spent $500,000 worth, but the check was never made it to y'all.
So it was a card charge. So he called his bank within the 5-day window and charged that back. And he said, I didn't spend that money. I don't want to pay it.
Oh, wow.
And so we had already passed out that money.
Oh.
Not all of it, because I only have a $40,000 safe. So we had already passed out so much of that money. So we fought that by the time it was over, we definitely lost. And I didn't work there anymore. But we fought that for like 8 months because they $500,000 on one dude's card. I guess it wasn't just one charge because they had charged him throughout the night, but he charged it all back because we didn't have him on video for one signature.
Did he know?
That you have to film people signing a check?
We actually got a new system in place after that where it's an iPad that you charge with and it takes video of you signing.
Oh my God.
So that you cannot charge back your card. So that when you're like, I didn't make this charge, we can be like, you sure?
Yeah. Good. Damn.
Wait, so like, did he know the cameras weren't in the dressing room?
We have no idea I have no idea. I wasn't here this night. I wasn't the cash cage girl. But we have no idea why the girls took him back there, but the dancers took him back to the dressing room.
Damn.
Right? Like
maybe because they knew that the cameras weren't back there.
Maybe they were doing something else for the cameras.
Right.
But that's when he did sign for that card charge.
Did the girls get penalized at all, or?
They didn't make any of the money that they made that night because it was all on that Monopoly money that you scan.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So they didn't get... One of the girls was trying to escape her pimp and she cashed out the max. She got like $5 or $6 grand from it and we never saw that girl again. She ran. I know. I was so proud of her.
Wow.
I was so proud of her. She took her money and ran.
Wait, so she got
It was like 5 or 6 in that round of money, but he had cash that night too. So she made a lot of money in cash plus that. And she was one of the girls who walked him back to the dressing room. So I don't think she would have really been allowed back.
Okay. But she got some money and she went out.
She got her money and she ran.
Wow.
I know. I was proud of her. I was like, good job, sister.
The
What a life.
What a life.
Yeah. So that was like the biggest issue that I had in my employment was that like anytime anybody brought back money for the last 8 months, I had to like cross-reference the serial number on it to make sure it wasn't money from that transaction so that I could cash it out, because we were not allowed to cash that out because it was being fought for. And that was a lot of money.
Oh my God.
And y'all lost.
Yeah. But I don't think that,
I mean, what do you really lose?
right? Like we lost out on a few grand because those girls did end up cashing it out before they left that night and the night after. But everybody just lost money that they thought they were finally going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that motherfucker?
I have
Like
no idea.
500? What the fuck?
Way too much money.
So what about, because, you know, we got with you a little bit before this, but what about the girl ODing in the bathroom on her second day?
So that was a waitress. It was so sad. She like, I mean, not sad. She lived. She was fine.
Okay.
We'll start the story with she did not die.
She was fine.
She like came in that day and was super messed up. She came in, she checked in with me because that was like the first thing you had to do. And I was like, she does not look good. Like there's just something wrong. And I guess she went into the bathroom in the dressing room and did her thing. And
What's her thing? What is that? Like what kind of drugs?
black tar heroin.
What? What does that even mean?
We found an
Black tar heroin.
Yeah, that's like the scariest shit I've ever seen in my whole life.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
She had been missing for like an hour and a half. They were trying to call her over the DJ booth because it was her turn to like get a table and nobody could find her. And finally, the house mom walked back there and the door to the stall was locked and she like broke in there and this girl is laying on the bathroom. Her bag is like sprawled across the floor. She has this little kit of a needle, a syringe, like all this shit, and an 8-ball bag of black tar heroin, just like way too much for comfort. And they like pick her up off the ground. They bring her back to, like, she's fine. She's sitting on the ground and she's like, did I lose my job? It's a prescription. It's fine. I swear. Because she thinks that they found Xanax in her bag. She doesn't realize that they have found this like horribly criminal amount of drugs in her bag. So she's freaking out. They like call her mom. It's so emotional. The poor house mom, like for the rest of the week, was just like torn apart. It was so sad. But just like,
so people don't get drug tested beforehand?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of question that was.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God. Wait, so, okay.
Did she go to the
They
police?
called her. They called her mom. Her mom came and picked her up.
How old was she?
She was. I mean, you only had to be 18 to work in they just passed a law that you had to be 21 like a few weeks ago.
That is great.
Yeah, because alcohol is being served.
Yeah, but 18. She was like fresh 18. It was a whole disaster. It was just like, I have never in my life seen heroin. I never ever want to see it again.
I've never seen it.
They really pulled it out and brought it to my office. They were like, look at this. I was like, I don't want to be in the same room as that.
Is black tar heroin, does it look black?
It looks like, yeah, it's like black wax. She had a spoon. She had a torch. She had she had a whole kit for this. Did I lose my job? Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you did. You need to go to rehab, sweetie.
I don't even want to know, but how do you get that? Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know, but like, what?
I can't even imagine texting someone and be like, do you have heroin? Oh my God, that sounds so weird to say. I can't.
Don't they call it like cheese or something?
What?
I don't know.
I don't either. I think I got that from Pulp Fiction.
Wow. Wait, so what happens like in storms and like you lose power and stuff like that?
We actually lost power for 5 days once, and girls had to still show up to work. You still had to come and check in. So Sundays or Mondays were mandatory for dancers. If you didn't show up, you owed the club like $100 or something for not showing up for mandatory days. So you still had to show up. They would let you leave eventually if it was slow enough. They would like cut slow enough because we were still open.
How are you open with no power?
You can still pour drinks. You can still take cash.
Wow. Well, what are you supposed to dance with? Like everyone hold up their phones?
I have no idea. So we were closed for 5 days, and then they served all the food from the fridges. They started doing specials for the steaks. Yeah. We were in and out of those fridges, so it's not like they were like sealed tight for 5 days. We were in and out of them because I had a Red Bull problem. And so I'd go in those fridges and get Red Bull. It smelled so bad. And they still sold all of that food.
I know we ate French fries, but I don't trust strip club food like that.
I wouldn't. I mean, like, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong. I've never had anything from a strip club that I didn't love, but like, questionable. They were not gonna throw that food away. I even like brought it up. I was like, y'all are gonna serve that? It's been in the fridge for 5 days. We haven't had power.
Oh my God. That's very interesting. Okay, so strip clubs are what about during the pandemic and stuff?
I didn't work there during the pandemic. I don't even know if they were open during the pandemic.
I guess it couldn't be. That would be a bit much, right?
They did all those like drive-through strip clubs in Georgia, so I don't really know.
Drive-through?
Atlanta had drive-through strip clubs. Y'all didn't see that?
No, but what an
girls were
experience.
dancing, and you could drive through and throw money at them. Yes,
That would be fun,
right?
That's like dancing where? Outside?
I don't know.
If it was a drive-through, it had to have been, right?
I don't know. We had big enough doors on our club where we probably could have let people drive through the club. So if these clubs in Atlanta are big, which they probably are, it's Atlanta, you could probably drive through the club if they moved all the tables out and stuff.
The show must go on.
What the actual... okay. That is so wild.
There's a lot to process here. This is so...
It's a whole different world. Like, it's crazy. I learned so much. I thought I knew about strip clubs because my mom worked in them forever, and I learned so much, and I still feel like I know absolutely nothing.
Wow.
What about angels or something?
Oh, okay. We'll call her Melissa. This just goes back to like the back left and like having your favorite. These girls, they weren't the prettiest girls in the club. They weren't the hottest girls in the club, but they made the most money in the club. It was absolutely crazy. She had these 3 girls. They called them the Angels. They were bigger girls. One of them was just like, I don't want to say not attractive, but just not conventionally a stripper.
Yeah.
None of them were. None of them were conventionally like stripper hot. And they'd sit down at your table and you'd be like, please leave. And they would make thousands of dollars off of you.
How?
I have never seen a girl talk like that. And they were girls who did what they wanted because they were friends with the management, so they got away with things that they probably shouldn't have. They made lots of money, but it's not like you just show up and you're like, hey, let me suck your dick. Like,
yeah.
And that works. If you're not attractive, they're not going to go for that. These girls were talking these men into handing them money.
Confidence.
What skill set is that?
I have no idea. I've never seen anybody.
So you got to see
it.
these conversations they were having.
I got to watch. I'm gonna rename her in my head, June. I got to watch June walk up to tables that wanted nothing to do with her, and her take them upstairs to the back left.
I want that to be my stripper name, June.
June.
I changed
Okay,
it.
I
Yeah,
like it.
I like that. Mine is June.
Yeah. I was about
You
to say
could definitely
July?
be a June.
July. God. Wait, wow. Okay, so they were like, they made the most?
They made the most, and they made not only did they make money, but they were so good at it that they made the club so much money. They made everybody in the building
Wow.
money. It was the craziest shit I have ever seen.
Dude, making moves on people, like,
It's energy.
it's hot.
People are just like, fuck it, I'm going to be a
Speaking
stripper.
of,
Like,
last night, got a move made on you.
Oh. And no, okay, it's hot when girls make like
Girls.
girls. It's hot when girls like make the move. It's like, oh, damn, okay, I'll listen to you. But yeah, this guy like kissed me. I didn't want him to kiss me.
oh no.
Yeah, we went out last night, and I looked, and I was like, okay, what the fuck?
It was so awkward. I was like, okay, I'm about to call an Uber, and I like my face was in his hands, and I go, oh, I was not prepared for that.
It looked good though. It looked good.
I wish it was better.
I wish I could say it was as good as it looked.
Wait, okay, so what about crack? Question mark? We have that
Crack?
written down.
Question mark. Crack. Crack is the in-house drug dealer. The don't ask, don't tell. If you want it and you ask the right people for it, Crack's got it.
What kind of drugs?
All of them. Crack used to sell me Adderall at my desk.
Not black tar.
Oh, no. Party drugs.
Okay.
Oh, like Molly,
Yeah,
LSD.
coke, like things you do at the club.
Could you imagine tripping up there? I mean,
He was an in-house drug
I mean, he was like turf wars wise, he was the guy that we let stay there and we didn't say anything to him. If anybody else came in the club and you were caught selling drugs, you get kicked out.
How do you get that position?
You make friends with management.
Wow.
It's all about who you know.
Yep. In every industry, it's always about who you
Yes.
know.
I mean, do cops ever bust anything? Like, do they ever like?
I was at Camp Bisco and I was sitting on the mountain and I got a text message that my club I had just gotten fired like weeks before this, that my club got raided and 8 girls went down for prostitution in this raid.
Why? Because they weren't wearing shoes?
I didn't ask, but it could have been as little as that, which is sad. Like, because they weren't wearing 4-inch heels, but I have a feeling all of their mugshots were in the article, and knowing who it was, I have a feeling that it was definitely things they should not have been doing.
Wow.
Yeah, so like there are definitely cop raids in strip clubs.
While people are there?
Yeah. Yeah, they go in undercover. They go in as clientele. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
We got a lot of tips from other clubs in the area anytime anybody would not just get raided, but notice an undercover or like somebody who someone knew was an undercover in the club. We would get a lot of tips and be like, okay, be on your best behavior tonight. Cowgirls over here is getting raided. Like,
This is insane.
yeah.
I've learned so much.
What an experience this was.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. You have, what an interesting 2 years. Would you ever work at one again?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh,
That's
cute.
why I haven't said the name of the club on this podcast, so they might hire me back.
You want to go back to this club?
Not my club, but if they ever did open a club in Austin, it would be hard to keep me out if they asked me to run the cash cage.
Why don't you work at one in Austin?
It's not a position that's everywhere, and it is a hard position to get into because once you're in there, you don't want to leave. Like, it is the perfect job. It is long hours, but it is like the most awesome job ever.
Okay, if you're listening and you got the in at a strip club in Austin, we got a girl that's really
got a cash
motivated.
cage. If y'all got a cash cage, put me in
yeah,
it. I'm
and
really
honestly,
good.
maybe us too. So you know,
Yeah. We'll get in a rotation.
Let us
Little
do a
white
shoot.
cowboy hat?
Let us do a photo shoot.
We want to do a photo shoot in a strip club so bad for
Oh
here
my
we go.
God.
Oh my god, like just like throwing and like the girls, like you know, just like
Yes.
So bad.
Why don't you do it? They
I
have.
don't know.
I mean-
didn't think that it was.
we gotta
easy.
know somebody.
Oh no, you could totally do it. My friend Brooklyn actually recorded her music video in a strip club. You just have to like get it in a day shift. They don't normally open until like 11, so if you go in before then, you can do whatever you want.
Oh,
But we would probably fucking have to pay and tip everybody. All right. Yeah. Fine.
$20 here and
Yeah,
there.
there
Day
you
shift
go.
is easy. There's only like 5 people on the
We
floor.
would be there for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my god, we're doing this. Okay.
Wait, what was my name again? Trixie.
Trixie.
Mine's June, so you know.
I like that. Trixie and June, you guys could.
Oh my god, we're so cute.
You sound like a country song.
Dancers always do
God.
better with
I
a
wanna
friend.
love
You
like
have to have a
Trixie
party.
and
Oh my god, no, we would be. It would be crazy.
You always
Okay.
have to double team.
Yeah.
We would be the angels.
Oh yeah,
But
y'all are hot.
yeah. Oh my god.
You don't have to convince anybody to want to go upstairs with you.
I would just feel weird doing that with you. We would have to figure that out.
We would.
I can't do it. Okay, we're gonna kind of wrap it up, but
Okay.
before we do, we have 3 questions we want to ask you.
Okay.
You go.
What is your favorite way to eat or cook a potato?
Ooh, I like breakfast potatoes.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like from
with like
where?
hot sauce.
Okay. Is there like a place you like the most?
No, any breakfast place.
Okay, cool. So
Any
just
breakfast place.
okay. That's a new one.
I love like roasted rosemary potatoes.
I think that's the same idea.
Yeah.
yeah. yeah.
Like
it
those
is,
little
just in the
wedges.
morning.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I like the little diced ones.
Yes, Okay.
I like
Same
wedge
page.
French fries. Now I've changed my mind.
Oh, like a log.
Whatever. Give it to me in a log. I don't fucking care. Okay. Next question is, if you could be the best at any Olympic sport, winter or summer, which one would it be?
Ooh, gymnastics. I know that's like so.
Damn it.
I know that's so boring.
No, it's
I
not
could
boring.
say like curling. I want to be the best curler.
I mean, like, it's like people just want to fucking flip around.
I want to flip around. I want to be
Gracefully.
strong enough that my body can handle that, because that's a lot of impact.
Yeah, that is. I mean,
Like you're literally flying.
They put kids in it so young that they stunt their growth.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's why gymnasts are also short, because they start so little and it's such an impact sport that it stunts your growth.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah. People want to be gymnasts so bad that
why
they're,
does
like,
it stunt
fine.
your growth?
You're just constantly
Impact.
So I need to like stretch my kid out or something for them to be tall?
Yeah.
stretching really
Grab
does
them at the top of the
affect your
head.
So
height.
like get
Stand on
like
their
yoga
feet.
kids? Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, also genetics, but like stretching helps.
Okay. You know. Okay. Last question.
Would you rather smoke weed on the beach or trip psychedelics in the desert? A loaded question.
I think the desert. I think I like the desert more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We love
I feel
that.
like weed on the beach is fun. We've done it.
Yeah.
It's humid.
It's humid.
Some people are like, well, I've never tripped before, so we always kind of like get the
Oh,
vibe.
okay.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. This was so good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
Oh my god. I guess like okay. What was the biggest thing you took away from this? Because like that's a lot.
I mean, the pimps.
That's what I say. No, the prostitution rule kind of threw me for a loop.
The prostitution rule. The Cuban
Well,
girls.
also the no power situation.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
What an essential business. They really run it like a
And
hospital.
then the 500,000 situation.
Yeah.
That was a
Wow.
lot.
A little recap. Damn. Okay. Well, thank you for coming on. I never in a million years thought we would have a like bookkeeper from a strip club.
Here we
Nobody
are.
even thinks it's a job. Nobody thinks about that
Right.
part of
Yeah.
the business.
I think
Right.
that's so badass. Like
There's
I just
that.
think,
What's that show? Ozarks?
yeah.
I've never seen it, but when I told my boss though I was going to come on the podcast and talk about my job, he was like, "What did you do?" "Oh, like the girl on the Ozarks." And so I guess like
Oh,
that's a thing
yeah.
now. But I think that it's way more than that.
It's so interesting. Like I had no idea, and we're interviewing a stripper too, so it's gonna be like a whole. I mean, we literally went to one strip club and like ran with it for the
I
podcast.
love that.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. But yeah, thank you for coming on and for flying in from Austin for
Yes.
this. You were our first guest we ever flew, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yay.
first guest we had fly in, and
Feels so special.
Yeah, I guess tell everyone where we can find you.
So I make astrology tarot t-shirts actually. So you can find me on Glitch Creations on Instagram.
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, no, they're super awesome.
Wow.
Your shirt specifically is one of my. You're a Pisces. Y'all's shirts
No,
are.
she's Pisces.
You're a Pisces. You're a
Capricorn.
okay. Yeah, your shirt is one of my favorites. Actually.
Damn it!
We'll have to creep on you, Eva.
Yeah. So Glitch Creations on Instagram. I'm Glitch444 on my personal page.
Cute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
This is really cute. Okay, well, yeah, again, thank you for coming on.
I guess we're trying to get better at outros, and I feel like I'm compelled to say, hey, follow us on Instagram, please.
Follow
Should we sing a
us. Give us a rating because we got some haters out there. We asked, I know specifically who gave us 1 stars, and I'm like, y'all suck.
Is
So,
that
okay, well,
Jehovah's Witness?
well, probably a lot of those too. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, you can find us. Okay, anyways, you can find
This is
us
gonna
on
be sweet.
Instagram or Twitter or Facebook at Here
Or
We Go.
YouTube.
Yeah, or YouTube.
Yeah, everything.
And
LinkedIn.
please message us, leave us a comment. We always love to hear your feedback and your perspectives because we're
Yeah.
constantly learning and growing.
We're trying to make this a little different. We're trying to do a ton of different types of content for everybody, and
you know, your feelings are valid too.
yeah, and we want to hear what you have to say, new topic ideas, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I think we did good.
That's it. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for making it through the interview. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Ew, that was so good.